Okay, so I want to run you through the mission plan. Uncharted Suriname, what it looks like, where we're starting, how long it will take us, where our entry point is and exit point is. And so towards the end of August, we will be flying out to Paramaribo, which is the capital of Suriname. You've got Suriname here, where this purple border is. We'll probably spend a week or two outside of Paramaribo with the lads at Unlocked Wildlife to gain knowledge on survival, snake handling, and just wildlife awareness in general. From this point on, this is where it starts to get tricky. Here's the highest peak called Juliana Top. Here's Paramaribo. Around this area is the source of the Coppename River. You've got the Coppename, which trails all the way along until it pours out into the Atlantic Ocean. But this is all jungle. There's like 94% of the entire country is jungle coverage. You've got around 400,000 people that live in Suriname, but the majority are in the capital, Paramaribo. And so when we leave Unlocked Wildlife, the four of us, it will be via helicopter, and we'll be aiming to get as close as we possibly can to Juliana Top, which is the highest peak, which will be a speed record attempt, but also is where we're locating the source. Now, as far as we're aware, there's nowhere to land, anywhere nearby to land, in terms of there's no helipad, there's no sort of cut down chunk of forest where it's flat enough to land the helicopter. And so we'll effectively be looking out of the window when we're around the peak area just before, for a place that we can lower and potentially land the helicopter. However, failing that, if there's no sandbank we can land on, we will be searching for deep waters along the Coppename River. We'll lower the helicopter as close as we can to the river, and we'll aim to all jump into the water. Of course, being aware of any rocks, being aware of any caiman, and being aware of making sure everything's wrapped up in waterproof bags, because there's going to be a lot of kit and a lot of electronics as well. From that point, the helicopter will dart off and we'll hear the noise just disappear, and that noise will be then replaced with the jungle noises, and that's it then. Our evacuation plan, everything, it's gone. We are then truly left alone in probably one of the world's most remotest section of jungle in the world. From there, we get the maps out and we start making our way towards Juliana Top. We'll be probably aiming to summit the mountain in the fastest time first, which will be a struggle. We don't know how long it will take. There's no one to talk to about it. It could take 3 days, it could take 14 days. We genuinely don't know. But when we get to the summit, we then will be aiming to get to the second highest summit, Tabletop Mountain. But we also need to locate the source of the Coppename River, and the maps that we currently have are giving us different, inaccurate coordinates of the source, and so we almost want to map that ourselves and provide the mapping industry's factual maps if we can find the source, given it's the dry season. We'll be summiting the highest mountain, summiting the second highest mountain, joining the source, following the source of the Recha Coppename River, because you've got the left and the right side of the Coppename. We're going to the true source, to the highest point, and then from that point, again, we don't know how long it'll take us, but we'll be following the Coppename River, let's say 30 days, all the way until it pours out into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, what happens in between this, we don't know. There'll be times that we have to get out of the kayaks and climb over fallen down trees. We will literally have a hammock each that will be strapping from tree to tree. That's going to be how we sleep, how we camp. We'll have a waterproof canopy that we'll put over that, because obviously it's the dry season, but there will be big storms out there on occasions. We'll be hunting. Probably the best source of protein out there will be piranha, or fish in general, but piranha is active around the Coppename River, around this region. We'll be carrying lentils, we'll be carrying beans. I anticipate we'll be carrying on our back for the mountain section around 35 to 40 kilograms, because we want to set up a bit of a base camp that we don't need to take everything up, and then all of the rest of the kit will be on the kayaks. It'll be a 2-man kayak, but we'll have one each, and the second seat will be taken out and replacing it with luggage and kit. So that's the plan. to break it down into a short mission, but altogether it will probably take around 40 to 50 days. And as I said, it's uncharted. We don't really know what to expect, but we're gonna find out by going on the ground to the source, seeing what we come across, and we must be aware that there may be things out there that aren't on the map. So if we can map it and discover anything new out there, we absolutely will, and we've got to bear that in mind.